I especially wish that I would have your support when Eric was 10 years ago, 7 years of age. And he came home one afternoon, opened the door and said, I'm quitting school. And I was like, no, what? And I was like mortified because I really had the blessing to, well, I'm not a too young fellow here, but on my time, I had the blessing to have a very good school and an extraordinary teacher. So for me, going to school, having this whole environment, it was my life. Like I was crying on holidays and celebrating when you had to go to school. So you can imagine that my relationship to education was really, really good. Yeah. And then my son, who loved to learn with every single day since he was like 2 or 3 years of age, he was learning by himself, asking questions. We were learning every single day because I simply did never stop learning as I loved learning. I wanted to be a teacher, but my parents said no, because they are badly paid and you have to put up with all the parents, requests. And they say, oh, you have to do something else. Well, I managed to run into the holistic and beauty business and wellness business, where then I ended up coaching more than working. But then I made all the steps for small business to international coach and wellness wellness manager. I enjoyed it because I could teach. Actually, that was, everybody always told me, I love to come to your treatment, but I love the education, what I received. So, balanced it like out. And then Eric came into our life, and he was in Montessori school from the age of 4. But unfortunately in Ireland, still the education, the alternative education, it's a very, very, very small niche. And that school where he went, it was from some very unfortunate reason closed. So we did not have anything else. He had to go to school, but Eric went to school with a very open mind and open heart. Went to the principal directly to enroll him because it was like almost the end of a school year and we had to change. And then the principal said, okay, 1 week time you can come to join. So we went home. We went back 1 week after, and the principal said, Eric, I have bad news. The teacher said that you can join just next week because she has to make preparations to get you in her classroom. And then Eric was like this because he was every morning waking up, let's go, let's go, let's go. And we left the office saying, thank you, of course, we'll come back next week. And then the principal ran after us in the parking lot and said, I spoke to the teacher and I told him, I never saw a child who was so upset that he cannot attend school. So please come back, you can attend. Now, probably Eric didn't score that day a good point at the teacher because that relationship just started escalating. And Eric was complaining and unhappy that what is not happening in school is actually learning, which he loves. He was bullied because he wanted more homework. He wanted more pastime. And the kids were like, what's wrong with you, dude? Go home, do something. And then the teacher, I could see on her face every morning when she showed that we are showing up in the car and she was like, oh my God, here we go again. And it escalated to the point when one day I was called to the principal office because Eric said to the teacher very politely not to shout at them. And the teacher said, I have to shout because, everybody's talking, nobody's paying attention. And then Eric added, well, if you would say something interesting, they might listen. And then, and then so we ended up in the principal office where the principal told me.
Because he was honest.
Yes, well, he's very honest. He got the certificate when he was 4 years old for telling somebody that you will lose your business if you don't do something with these kids. Because so anyway, he was always he has a certificate about this from Hungary. Anyway, and short story long is that, of course, we had to think about something else because the teacher was very upset. The principal told us in private, would love to support you, but I cannot face my teachers, and this is just not the right time.